Hi there, I'm Sir Joe Knights of the Coffee and the Mini Golf Outing. I'm going to lead you through our Sherwood Forest here, and I've got something I want to tell you, some observations that I've made during our annual golf outing here. Observations made in a knight's armor and uniform and helmet. Okay, first of all, when you have the helmet on like this, and you have this up like this, when you get all outfitted, it's very difficult to adjust your tie. Very difficult. By the way, I think these are the remnants of a Derek Duncan Memphis barbecue, but I'm not real sure. It's kind of rumored that way. All right?
I like your helmet.
The other thing is, I think I've discovered the terminology of where you may have a loose screw. When somebody says, you know, you may have a screw loose, it says, mine screws are loose. When they're loose. And I discovered that kids really, they like me more with my face mask down. And when I put it up there, kind of scared to run. In all seriousness, that's one of the things I have observed. Also about castles, castles and knights go together. But when Derek and I were taking a tour of the castle, it's very difficult to tell the difference between the dungeon and the den. There's not a lot of difference in that, so you know it probably wasn't that great of an era, the castle and the knights and everything. And you know what? You really can't see to put your eye on the ball. Like my buddy Donna Dunbar said, my golf professional that was teaching me, she said, you got to keep your eye on the ball. That's the number one thing. And when this is closed like this, and you're looking down and you're trying to look out of the right little hole to look there, you might as well forget it. We tried, and it's awful. So don't try to play putt-putt with your helmet on, okay? And it keeps you warm, which on a day like today is a pretty good deal, I guess. And they're very uncomfortable, helmets are. And I don't think they were worn for very long. And I don't mean that for a very long period in history. I mean for a very long part of the day. I think pretty much the helmet was put on for a few minutes to try to impress somebody.
The enemy.
And then once they're impressed, like this, you know, and do whatever, and then they kind of take them off, and I really believe that they stood around a lot like this. And my last observation is this. When you have armor on, sometimes people will come up and pray for you. It's pretty awesome. And that's it from the Castle Fun Center 3rd Annual Mini Golf Outing. Oh, it's hard to salute, too, when you got a helmet.